Hey, bud. Why don't you fucking get yourself a drink? Take two. Hey, bud. Why don't you get yourself one of these delicious white monsters?
Oh, I would love one. No, let's do it again.
Hey, Nick. Why don't you casually get yourself a white monster?
What the fuck?
That's the goddamn worst. The worst thing I've ever seen try to happen.
It didn't even open.
You fucking blew it. No use for the patented supple upper mobility claw. You can open your white monsters aggressively. We're gonna answer Q&A question from yesterday's Q&A video while we're sitting in way too hot of a hot tub.
I'm fucking dying.
In the sun, sweaty. We're also working on dehydration.
I don't think I've had any water today.
Nah, water's for cowards.
About 5 cups of coffee.
All water does is make you piss. What's even the point of that?
Just get these cuts going.
Yeah, working on shredding out, just like Nick Bear. I mean, your name's Nick.
Close enough.
Fucking dialed.
Yeah, dialed in.
You both did military stuff, so it's like I get to have 2 people to be one friend. You got them questions?
I'm looking for them.
So for this Q&A, the wonderful Miss Capra is gonna moderate. She's gonna moderate it. She's our moderator. You know how much worse it is with your hands in the water?
So we're just gonna do this whole time?
All right, so we're gonna randomly do 10 questions. I don't know, there's 45, so maybe we'll go faster than that. Some of them are yes or no. Get the fuck out of here, Swan. You also have to read the name of who, they like that.
Okay.
2-part question.
2-parter, so this is 2 questions, dicks. Don't think you're cheating me.
This is George Calorius. How do you get ideas for tattoos?
Oh, we got a tattoo blog.
All right, I'll go ahead and fire this one off. In my younger years, they were far more important to me of what they were gonna be.
Should I just like turn around like
Yeah,
that?
right, just show them. Well, see, Nick here, when you're picking tattoos and you're overseas, you walk into a shop, and since you can't communicate with the guy who speaks a different language than you, who's trying to tattoo you, you just go, that one. Yeah.
Good 90s way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, fucking get stuff tattooed that you like. And then 2, big important step 2, right? For me, is find an artist you like whose style you like and let them do their job. Here's the flow chart. Are you a tattoo artist? And if that answer is no, don't try to draw and design your own tattoo.
So the way I did it was, I started off with very typical, as you can see.
Yeah, nice.
Like tribal, 90s tribal. And then I started with the tribal stuff, and then now everything tells a story. So it's like my grandfather, work, me, basically.
Yeah, that's you.
And then mom.
How many sea creatures have you fought? Is that how you see yourself? More as a sea god?
I have fought one or 2 sea creatures in my day.
Slopopotamus. They're
Yeah.
a rare breed.
It's basically like perfectly replica of me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a white guy. Fucking Greek.
Marcus Chang would like to know, Nick, in what ways is Matt less gross than me?
And less gross?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, even your chick had trouble in meeting.
Less gross? In what ways is he less gross
how am
than
I
me?
less gross than you? So you have to compliment me.
I'm immediately uncomfortable with this question. You're less gross?
I'm gonna also answer the inverse.
So how is Matt less gross? Can you phone in a friend?
Like me? You want me to just say why I'm less gross?
How are you less gross than me?
How am I less gross than you?
He's not. Beard's grosser than mine. He's got his calves are less gross than mine.
Legs in general.
Nah.
Yours are just mushy. They're very big, but they're mushy.
I don't know mushy legs.
They're kind of mushy.
It's because you got me in this hot tub for fucking 3 hours this morning.
So you get the poison out in here. He's got legs like a centaur. They're just thick, dense looking.
No purpose whatsoever.
There's no way to push him over. all steel ass.
All show, no go.
So how is Nick less gross than me? Nick's less gross than me, right? Because he can focus all of his time to put out 1 video a week on YouTube. Instead of just trying to get content out like I am, you know, he can really take his time and edit together 5 or 6 full days to make a 9-minute
Doesn't
video.
correlate at all. You know, now you're searching. You're digging.
Yeah, I'm also a lot leaner than he is. I'm also stronger.
We'll see. We'll see about that. I need to see science.
Okay, so Nathan Talley says, I'm interested in carrying appendix, but I'm also slightly freaked about shooting my dick off. Could you talk to some carry positions about how you became comfortable with your carry positions?
So step 1, don't pull the trigger when it's in your pants.
I like that.
That's a winning substitute.
You didn't add that to your 10 concealed carries video. That's a really important one. I feel like you could.
Step 1, don't shoot your dick off. There's a couple different things. One, you need to have the appropriate equipment. So if you have the appropriate holster and you're training appropriately, like we were talking with Matt, is positioning. Your finger never goes in the trigger well until you're up on target intention to shoot. If you've got a holster that is covering the trigger, then you're solid. There's nothing happening inside that trigger well until you're out of the holster and that weapon is pointed in a safe or deadly direction depending on the situation.
In your experience, how many guns have you seen go off that the trigger didn't get pulled?
Just one.
Carry one. Okay. It can happen.
One. It was a AK-47 in Afghanistan with a filed down sear, and it just did kind of like pop off.
They do that though, so don't carry one of those next to your dick.
Those are Russian weapons.
Yeah, don't carry those next to your dick.
No, don't carry AK-47s in your pants. Bad
Step 2.
tactic. And it's faster. It is faster. You just got to train to it. And then if Kyle Lamb is a fan of it, then
I don't know who that is. Is he like Dale Earnhardt of
He's
Phoenix
like
Carries?
pretty much.
Check him out. Link to that.
Yeah.
It's from Sequence. How did you two meet?
M-E-A-T?
What?
Meet.
Meet M-E-A-T.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
We meted each other. Actually, that's true. We did meet over meat.
Yeah, we met on season 2 of Drift to Lifta. Cut to that.
I'm eating the pistol.
Welcome back. I went over to South Carolina to film some stuff with the guys at Sornex, and then we went out to shoot and play with some guns. In season 2, cut to that.
Feel how tight that is?
Oh yeah. And we're back.
So
and
scary.
then we met. It wasn't that scary. No one
It was
died.
fucking scary.
Whatever, dude. Get loose. You know. You used to burn poop and tires.
Gun
so.
safety and get loose. Let's mix those together.
Relatively get loose.
We were in South Carolina in the middle of the woods.
It wasn't like it was an open range. Like we were. Everything was cool.
It was cool. It was fun.
We met then,
Yeah.
and then we've built a budding friendship. I've looked to him for some knowledge for this concealed carry jazz and getting less dead by mistakes. And then he's looking to me to be less gross.
Right.
It's not, he's picked a far less expert for his side of this equation.
I like to go on the 50% rule.
I just tell him starve and eat Percocets. It's the whole diet.
You said, what did you say? Cocaine and dancing?
Yeah, it's mostly dancing.
Mostly dancing.
Just up the meth, turn on the EDM, kill the lights, put on the strobe.
Sit in this fucking hot tub for
And
3
drink
hours.
diuretics.
Diuretics, not.
I've had nothing but I've had 2,000 calories of 0 Monsters and coffee this morning. I can fucking smell colors.
Champ, is it okay if I'm pissing purple?
That's ideal. Is there any blood in it? Perfect.
Another
See how she mounts that fucking tripod over there? That's terrible.
I know, she
Why
does.
is there a leg off the table? Oh, we'll set it up so that leg's off the table and then blame the tripod.
Matt, is there anything that could convince you to take time off throwing and commit to a different sporting event?
I'm sure there's tons of things. Like one of them being more fun than throwing would convince me
But
immediately.
what would you actually be good at?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm good at one thing. I've dwindled down string sports enough to find my loophole in the Ocho.
Throwing rocks in a field?
Hi, I'm Matt Vincent and I'm good at fringe sports. Is there
So what about, let's see,
is there really short distance mountain biking with no technical stuff that I also need to carry heavy things?
with a
I'd
bum,
be okay with that.
With a bum knee. Do you, have to,
shitty knee.
do you have to run in cricket?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Oh, that's off.
Yeah, cricket's out.
Curling?
I don't know if hiking's a sport. I'd like to get into hiking more, but I think that's just walking outside for white people.
It's not a sport.
Just pretty walks.
Curling? You could do curling.
Now, you got to slide in that low knee position. I don't have
Oh,
that.
that's true.
Outside of lifting, what's your preferred outdoor activity?
Anything. Anything from drinking, sitting in tepid water, shooting guns, playing with my drone, riding bike.
There's not one thing that I don't do.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think.
Right,
Except
I like
for,
lots
except
of
for
things.
rocks and
I don't
and
surf.
fields. I surf.
Charlie don't surf.
Surf, skydive, rock climb,
Speaking of
mountain
skydiving,
climb.
we're going to skydive together.
Dive.
Can we tandem but like 69?
Doesn't work that way.
That way we both get to see.
No.
Is that not ideal?
What's great about you
What
is...
if we do it like Keanu Reeves? You throw that fucking bag out,
Where's your
shoot
wife
down.
at? So here's the great thing about being a big guy. You usually have to get like a smaller person, which typically sometimes is a female. down because you're a bigger dude.
And when you're floating down, they can't feel you grinding on them.
Well, they're grinding on you. So
Even better.
It's like a pegging situation.
It's not really pegging if it's a chick, my friend.
That's exactly what that is.
No. Pegging's when a chick bangs you.
That's what would be happening.
Is she tied to your back?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, if you tandem, they're in front.
You're in front.
But you're the instructor.
No.
I'm picturing you as the instructor in this scenario.
No.
So like if we were to jump together, you'd be behind me.
No sir.
Then we go top to bottom.
No.
Front backpack.
You've got a little guy in the back on your back.
What about if we go top to bottom, but we both face the same direction?
Again, not working.
It's gonna be a weird landing, but we got legs both directions.
Oh, it'd be so awful. Oh yeah,
we both fucking flying squirrel.
No, dude.
What if we go horizontal with each other?
Listen, I fell so fast that I popped my eardrums. So both of us together, our flesh would probably just like, it would be like, what was that movie? Metal, 80s Metal Gear.
I'm gonna watch
Heavy Metal. The movie Heavy Metal. Yeah, your skin's like, that's what it would be like.
I'm gonna watch a lot of Point Break to get ready for this. How much do I get to yell at you while we're falling? I feel like voice carries real well at that speed in the air.
It actually works really well.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
really?
It's good. Yeah, totally. It's only like 128 miles an hour.
Would you be worried about catching that gun in the air and then having to shoot at the other guy falling because you're going faster than the bullet?
That would never happen.
What? How fast do bullets go? Like 100 miles an hour?
You let go of something, that shit is gone.
No, you'll catch it. You have to...
You fly down?
You have to fin down.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Okay,
I'd fin down like this.
I feel like we went on a tangent.
Nick, is your beard naturally that fantastic, or do you throw something in it?
No, coconut oil I'm a big fan of coconut oil.
It's a great product. You can use it for food, you can use it for hair care and lube.
Yep. That's really it. I trim it up, but I'm Greek, so it just kind of naturally happens. Have you ever seen a Greek?
Being real cool and dyeing it black?
No,
that's the lamest look in history, by the way.
Very Arab.
In general, if you're a guy who decides to tech your beard out and shape it a lot and then dye it a different color, fucking hit the bricks there, Sally. You probably also wear jeans with a bunch of extra stitching on the butt.
And they're skinny and they're rolled up.
No, they're not even skinny. They're a fucking boot cut. And you don't even wear boots.
Let's talk about guys that wear skinny jeans that rolled up, that wear flannels, that think they're lumberjacks.
I don't wear flannels. If that's a fucking knock at me, you'll reconsider. Back off! Next question.
Ben Froj.
What's up, Froj?
I'm not keto yet, but I'm restricting calories. What are your favorite condiments and sauces for flavor enhancement?
Mustard.
Mayonnaise.
What?
Yeah, mayonnaise is fuck great. It's loads of fat. It's keto as fuck.
That's very southern of you.
Yeah, so what? I'm the one looking less gross. Maybe jump on board the mayonnaise train.
Mustard.
Mustard's also awesome, especially like spicy mustards, any type of stuff like
mustard.
that. I also like ketchup, even though that it's full of sugar and shit for you. Just use it sparingly. Hot sauce, Louisiana hot sauce, any
also
type of.
Gross. I don't do spicy.
Of course you don't. Those are your condiments. Also tzatziki. Tzatziki's fucking rad.
That's my favorite.
Maybe some hummus. Hummus has a ton of fiber in it.
Yeah, we're crossing the board with hummus, but tzatziki is where it's
You don't
at.
like hummus?
It's all right.
Hummus with a little sriracha, bruv.
That's Miss Capra's thing.
Crushing that game. All right.
Okay, so then the Blind Beard blog wants to know any types of classes and training to take for someone who wants to carry daily but is visually impaired.
That's an interesting combo. I'm gonna let you field that one.
Say that one more time.
Any advice on types of classes and training to take for someone who wants to carry daily but is visually impaired?
I'd like to know how visually impaired.
Yeah, that's.
Are we not reading a book, or are we wearing Ray Charles glasses?
Are we blind? If you're blind, sorry.
I feel like he would have said blind.
Yeah.
So let's say visually impaired. Let's say missing an eye.
Here's the thing. At the bottom line is that
Cyclops.
You have to, if you cannot see your threat around you, you have no business carrying a firearm. That's just asking for so many bad things to happen.
Can't shoot what you can't see. And number two, dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Next question. Seriously though, if you can't see, please don't carry a gun.
Yeah.
Call for help.
Honestly, if somebody is visually impaired and they're worried about their safety, I would strongly look into having a protection dog.
Ooh.
$5,000, you can get one of the best dogs out there that is so scary, a gun doesn't even compare.
Dachshunds.
Very.
But you have 12 of them.
12 dachshunds.
Dude,
no.
12 dachshunds would be a motherfucker to fight off.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How many third graders do you think that you could take in a fight?
Gloves off?
Yeah, you're trying to not die.
10.
You think 10 and then you're gassed, like 11's trouble?
I mean, you're getting there.
I think depends on scenario though. How about open field?
Yeah, 10. Maybe a little more.
I think I could go more.
Because at 8 years old, you can use several of them against each other.
I think I could remove an arm. Like if I was to stand on a 8-year-old's chest.
You get the smallest one by the feet.
Yeah, but
if your knee's good,
I can't swing him fast enough. You still got to figure an 8-year-old's probably 80 pounds.
No.
I don't know if this is a no.
We're in the South.
Oh, okay.
Thick kids.
Okay.
How many do you think you could take in a walk-in closet? Like if you were in and they just kept fucking coming through the door.
Well, eventually you build a barricade with of 8-year-olds.
Yeah. There's your answer. Last question, bro. Chacho.
I'm still building strength. This is Andrew DeVera, but I want to do some weight loss. What's your advice for building strength and losing weight?
My advice is to pick one. No man can serve two masters.
You can totally get cut and get big and strong at the same time.
Not optimally.
I've seen YouTube videos.
Oh, god damn it. If you're 300 pounds and say not 6'10", like if you're a disgusting 300 pounds, so if you're super high body fat and want to lose weight and gain strength, like say you're a Biggest Loser contestant, totally easy. It's gonna work out great. If you say are in my situation, right, that I'm already lifting 4 or 5 days a week, I'm eating the right foods, maybe too many, and I want to lose weight and gain strength, right? I'd say the chances are pretty slim. Your weight loss, especially if you're going to push over like say 10% of body weight loss, you're going to lose strength. Just, it's happening. My suggestion for you, bud, is...
Oh, you butted him?
Look here, coach. Slugger, champ. Yeah. I like slugger. So here's what you do. Do you have a competition coming up that you need to be strong for? If that answer's no, focus on being less gross. And do that until you hit a goal weight. And then maintain that weight and get stronger. My suggestion is just pick one instead of half-assing both.
It's not really gonna work.
No, weight loss doesn't work for anyone.
No, I meant getting stronger and like at the end of the day, just like you said, pick one.
Yeah,
the short answer.
Dude. Just fucking pick one. There's our Q&A. That's gonna wrap things. We're sitting there being real sweaty.
Any really stupid ones we can do after the fact?
Hands off. Woo! There's your Q&A.
We gotta get in the other. Gotta get over here.
Enjoy yourself. Spread hate, always party.
By being in the cold.